Messi into Paulo Dybala. Should score, does score, straight back in the game. Messi and Paulo Dybala, the two Argentines, linking up really well. Messi takes it wide. Messi cuts inside. Messi with the shot and Messi with the goal. We really missed him when he was out injured. Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to Season 2 of the Barcelona Career Mode series. It has been a while since I finished off Season 1 and I'm super excited to bring you Season 2 of the Barcelona Career Mode series. Now Season 1 wasn't really successful. Yes, we did win the double, but the Champions League was our major goal. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the quarterfinals itself. Hopefully this season things will change and we will be able to win the treble. The treble is my goal in this season too. Let's hope we can achieve that. If you guys are excited for Season 2 of this Barcelona series, make sure to drop a like on this video. 200 likes would be absolutely incredible, and if you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 17 content. Let's now get into this series. As you guys know, our first team is absolutely ridiculous. Paulo Dybala, Neymar, Leo Messi, Coutinho, Verratti, Busquets, the big names just keep coming and coming. It's an insane team we've got here. But there are still improvements that we can make. Maybe improve our defense, because even though PK, Umtiti, Semedo and Alba are really good, there are players that could well be better for us. So maybe improving the defense is something I do. I don't know, you guys can let me know down in the comment section. As you guys know, Ter Stegen has his contract issues with us, so I'm not sure if he will stay. What do you guys want me to do with him? Do you guys want me to keep Ter Stegen? Even though our midfield looks solid, maybe we need backup options in our midfield. So again, those could be potential signings, and for sure I want to improve my attackers. I mean, not my first team attackers. I want some good backup options. Right now we've only got Coutinho, who I play as backup to whenever my strike force is unavailable. But Coutinho, I want to really use him as a midfielder, so my aim is going to be actually to bring in a backup right winger and a backup left winger and potentially even a backup striker, because I'm not too convinced with Paco Alcacer. As you can see on your screen, Ter Stegen of course refused the contract we offered him last season, so I'm just going to wait about a month and see what happens with that, because if offers come for him and I can, you know, get a lot of money for him, I will do that. Or else I'll keep him and I'll try and offer him another contract and hopefully he will accept it. A lot of players that I'm looking to be sold are on your screen right now. The likes of Vermaelen, Douglas, Teo, Munir, all players I believe aren't good enough to be at Barcelona, so I've put them on the transfer list. Now Gomez and Rakitic are interesting ones. I think they are good enough, but I'm not sure if they fit the squad, because both of them are slow and not those agile, quick midfielders that I really want. So I want to get rid of them and bring in better players into the team, because we can get around about at least 60 to 70, maybe upwards towards like 100 million for both those players, which could really help us improve the squad. So yeah, and we've already got a lot of good midfielders in the team, like Andres Iniesta, Verratti, Coutinho, Busquets, who last season was injured a lot, but I really want to use Busquets because he's such a good defensive midfielder. So selling those two players I think might be the right choice. Now two players I definitely want to bring in this episode itself are Ousmane Dembele and Deulofeu. Deulofeu of course has joined Barcelona in real life, so a realistic transfer. And I also think he'll be a fantastic backup option to Neymar Jr. Talking about backup options, I think we can't find a better backup option to Leo Messi than Ousmane Dembele, because he could well be the next Messi for us. He's an insanely talented youngster, 20 years old, 84 rated, he's got a great future ahead of him, and I think he can be incredible for us. So I've offered him 5 million, not him of course, Dortmund, 5 million plus Ivan Rakitic. I think I'm overpaying, but I'm not sure. We'll see how Dortmund comes back and responds. For Deulofeu, he's 23, 83 rated, left winger, extremely pacey as well, and that's exactly what you'd need from your wingers. So I'd love to have him at the club. 30 million for Everton's Deulofeu could well be a good price, so hopefully we can bring him in for that amount. And after signing those two players, I think we just need another striker to replace Alcacer, and I'm done with my strike force. We still have a lot of money left and we haven't even sold Gomez or Rakitic or any of the players we've listed on the transfer list yet, so we've got a lot of money to spend, a lot of positions to improve. It's up to you guys to decide, so make sure to leave your comment in, of course, the comment section itself. I am going to be bringing back press conferences for Season 2 as well, so if you guys have any press conference questions, drop them down in the comment section below. For those of you guys who are new to this series or new to this channel, press conferences, basically you guys can ask any questions related to this series, related to football, and just literally anything you guys want. Of course, it has to be something related to the series, but yeah, and I'll be answering it in the next episode. So if you guys have any questions, drop them down in the comment section below. I'm not going to be taking part in the preseason tournament because most of my players are out on international duty, so it doesn't make sense taking part in them tournaments. Besides that, we've already got a lot of money. We have a lot of players returning from their loan spells, and I'm probably going to sell every one of them. I'm not impressed by any one of those players. Palencia is someone that's a good right back in real life, but in this game he is just not good enough, so I am going to be getting rid of him. In our youth academy, I haven't checked it in a while, we've got some really talented youngsters, but some of them I'm going to release. I mean, 76 to 91 potential, I'm not too convinced with. The same with Carlos Pinto, but look at some of the players we've got. Ricardo Pastore could well be one of the best youngsters I ever get. The same with my right back, Fernando Romero, 88 to 94 potential, that is crazy. So I'm going to wait and get more youngsters, and then, you know, if they have extremely insane potential, only then I will be signing them onto the first team. So that's how the youth academy is going to work, and I'm really eager to, you know, see how this youth academy helps us, you know, get more and more talented players. Eventually it could help us get first team players, or it could generate us revenue, because these youngsters will sell for a lot of money. As we are Barcelona, we don't really need to do that, but yeah, I've sent my 2 scouts to, of course, Spain and I believe Argentina to potentially find the next Messi. Well, we might have found the next Messi already, as Dortmund have accepted a 5 million plus Ivan Rakitic offer for Ousmane Dembele. I'm going to be offering him £90,000 per week, 5 years and squad rotation player role. He might decline this offer. I'll just offer him a better squad role and he probably will accept it then. Transfer offer unacceptable. Everton have rejected the offer for Gerard Deulofeu, which isn't a surprise as they value him at about £50 million. I'm not going to be paying that much money, so I'll offer about £38 million. I think that is a fair deal. Let's see what Everton come back and say. I'm sure Ronald Koeman, Everton's coach, of course, is going to find this a fair deal, because I really think it is. And there you go, Everton have accepted the transfer offer for Gerard Deulofeu. 38 million is not a small amount of money. It is a lot of money, but I'm sure he will come really useful, because right now Neymar is injured and he's going to be out for like 2 months after the season begins, because he picked up a 4-month injury towards the back end of last season. So yeah, he's not going to be involved for a while, so getting Deulofeu could really be a smart move, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. What are your thoughts on these 2 signings, Deulofeu and Ousmane Dembele? Let me know in the comment section. We haven't completed them, but most likely we are gonna. Ousmane Dembele, of course, rejected the contract offer. I just offered him a better squad role, and I reckon he should be accepting that. We got a transfer offer here from Schalke for Samuel Umtiti. I'm not looking to sell him because he's a great centre back in this game, and I am really excited to see how he does for us and how he grows in future seasons, because yeah, he's an important part of the team and he's going to stay here until I do end the series. Deulofeu has signed for Barcelona. He is our first signing of this transfer window, and at the same time we also sign Ousmane Dembele. 2 fantastic youngsters have not joined Barcelona, and they're definitely going to improve this side immensely. A player I'm putting on the transfer list now is Paco Alcacer. I believe selling him could give us the funds to bring in another striker, and I've got a really talented striker in mind to bring in to Barcelona, and I'm super excited to show you guys who it is, and it's Gabriel Jesus. When I told you I'm going all out this season to win the treble, I really wasn't bluffing. This season it's Champions League or nothing, and we need extremely awesome backup options if we've got to win the treble, and Gabriel Jesus is one of the best strikers, one of the best young strikers we can actually bring in. So I'm going to try and of course sign him. I've put in an inquiry. Let's see how much he costs. This Mark Cardona guy, I'm selling him to Rayo Vallecano. We also got a transfer offer for Paco Alcacer, 27 million, and I've put him on the transfer list. There is no way I'm getting a better offer than that, so I am going to accept it. I'll take the 27 million. I'm happy with that for Paco Alcacer. When he did play last season, he did score a few goals here and there, so I'm grateful for his contribution to the team, but we need someone better, and I think that someone better is Gabriel Jesus. Now I'm going to try and sign Jesus for 27 million, the price we sold Paco Alcacer. said, we may not be successful in that, but there's no harm in trying, is there? We got a transfer offer now for Thomas Vermaelen, the former Roma player, hasn't really ever been a part of my squad, so £4.5 million for him from Las Palmas seems like a good deal. I'm also going to be selling Munir because we have brought in Ousmane Dembele. There's no way Munir can, challenge Ousmane for game time in the first team, so I guess it makes sense getting rid of Munir El Haddadi. As I expected, Gabriel Jesus might be a bit difficult to sign as City want more than just 27 million, so I'm offering £32 million for City's Gabriel Jesus, and of course they have accepted that offer as they deem it to be a fair one. 32 million for a 20-year-old striker is not that much money, so let's put in the contract offer he wants. £130,000 per week. The fact that Ousmane Dembele just wanted 90, absolutely ridiculous. We got Ousmane Dembele, even though we paid a lot more for him in terms of his contract, he was a really good signing. An offer here for Davinson Sanchez. Now, I wasn't too sure about this. He's a great centre back, a good young option to have. So what I've done is I countered with like 32 million. I mean, I'm not sure if they're gonna accept this offer, but if they do, we've got enough money to bring in a better player with that kind of money. Also, awesome news as Gabriel Jesus has accepted his contract offer and he will be joining us this season. So excited to have him at the club, and look at the money we've got left. 47,500,000 in wages. We can still make some big boy signings. So if you guys have any suggestions for now the midfield and the defense and potentially even the goalkeeper, it's time for you guys to decide. Drop comments and let me know. So Liverpool are only going up to like 24.5 million for Davinson Sanchez. They're only willing to pay that much, so I've rejected it because I want to keep him. Instead, what I've decided to do is sell Yeray Alvarez. Now, I've seen this comment a lot to get rid of Yeray Alvarez, not because he's a bad player, but his potential is low in this game, and we need players that can be future stars in this series, like, some centre backs that have potential like high 80s or low 90s, centre backs like that. Selling Yeray will get us the extra cash, and hopefully we can bring in a top-notch young centre-back. So it's up to you guys to help me with that decision. As I've said, leave your transfer suggestions in, of course, the comment section below. We've got a lot of money left, 48 million, and we've still got a ton of players left to sell, like Andre Gomez, who hasn't sold yet. And we used Rakitic up in that deal, but Gomez's sale could give us a ton of money. Our team looks pretty much the same as last season. It's just that our bench is now absolutely ridiculous. And I'm super excited to try out our team in the first game of this season, which is against Deportivo La Coruña, Spanish Super Cup. I'm so excited to get underway with Season 2, so let's get right into this one against Deportivo. Hopefully we can get a win because the first leg's at home. That will be immense. It is time for our first game of Season 2, and I'm super excited to get this started off with because we've made some insane transfers and I can't wait to see how they play out in game. We are going to be facing Deportivo La Coruña in the Spanish Super Cup final over 2 legs, of course, the first one being at home. We beat them in the previous episode in the Spanish Cup final. Hopefully we can do it again. In the first leg itself, hopefully I can get a good result and, end this time the first leg itself. But I don't want to be overconfident. Depo are a decent side. And as you can see, this is the team that I've gone for. Again, a very strong team indeed. We don't have Neymar though, as he picked up an injury, I think, towards the end of last season. So he's going to be on for about a couple more months. Delafeu, good thing we brought him in because he's going to be in that left wing position. The team's looking strong. Hopefully we can get a win in this first leg itself. Looks to turn his man. Finds Messi again. Messi with the finesse shot. Big save from the Depot goalkeeper. Here's Delafeu. Nice fake shot from him. Cuts it back inside to Dybala. I think a block there from Luizinho. 11 minutes in. We're creating some good opportunities. Still Messi. Into Coutinho. Now Dybala, that's a very good chance and we've scored it as well. That was such a beautiful goal, man. Messi with a great driven pass into Coutinho. I think he played it first time to Dybala then, and then Paulo Dybala. You give him one chance and he'll score. He's that good of a striker. This was such a good goal. In fact, Coutinho took a couple of touches there to then play Dybala through, but what a goal, man. 1-0 in the Spanish Super Cup. We are 60 minutes into this game and I'm going to be making a few changes now just to bring on some fresh legs. Maybe they could help us get us a goal or two. I'm bringing on Ousmane Dembele for Messi. Messi's had a decent game. I want to try out Ousmane Dembele and see how he performs. We'll also bring off Dybala even though he's had a good game. I want to try out Gabriel Jesus and see how a young trio of Delafeu, Jesus and Dembele can perform. I'll also bring on Andres Iniesta for Marco Verratti, because why the hell not? Verratti's stamina was low as well. Let's hope these changes can get us an additional goal. Chance for us on the counter-attack. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Let's see what he can do for me. Good turn from Gabriel Jesus, plays it through into Ousmane Dembele. Dembele could score already, and he does. He's literally scored after just 5 minutes of coming on. That is insane. An assist for Gabriel Jesus. This was such a good goal as well. So happy that Dembele scored for us, man. We kind of overpaid for him, but I guess it's working out well for us. He's such a good player, and a 2-0 lead in the first leg itself could do big things for us. Coutinho plays it into Gerard Deulofeu. Deulofeu using his pace. Still Deulofeu finds Coutinho, and that's an easy goal for Philippe Coutinho. It's also an assist for Gerard Deulofeu, who is, of course, making his debut. My attack has been just stunning in this game. Deulofeu, of course, Messi did really well. Dybala scored, and now even Deulofeu has assisted. So I'm really happy with the way things are going for us. 3-0 in the first leg. I guess it seems like we are going to be lifting the Spanish Super Cup. Well, I think he's offside. No, he isn't. Arribas, their centre-back, might have an opportunity. Emre Kolak with the shot, and it's way above the crossbar. That goal could have given them a lifeline. Thankfully, we didn't concede. Yes, guys, we managed to get a 3-0 win in the first leg of the Spanish Super Cup. Those substitutions that we made were key to getting those 2 extra goals. So really happy with the way things played out in this one. 3-0 in the first leg. The second leg is now just formality. I'm going to be using a lot of my younger players for that second leg just to see how they cope with the pressure, but a really good performance from all the new signings we've made. I am not gonna lie, this team is just insane. The strike force we have has got so much depth, and it clearly showed in the previous game. I mean, we were 1-0 when I made the substitutions, and then the pace of Ousmane Dembele and the skill of him and, you know, Gabriel Jesus and Deulofeu's pace really helped change the game, and of course we scored another couple of goals. This is what I've been after since the start of the series, and finally we've got that super subs that can actually make an impact, you know, like Dembele, Jesus, and it's just the start of things. I'm looking to still make more transfers. I'll of course need your help in that. I of course signed a few young players into our youth academy. We'll of course talk about them when they do actually become decent youngsters, otherwise I'll just let them go. Titi wants a new contract, which is pretty interesting because it's been a month since the Ter Stegen issue hasn't really amounted to anything, so I'm going to offer first Titi a new contract. I'll then offer Ter Stegen one to see if he decides to stay at Barcelona or not. If he doesn't accept it, I'm afraid we will have to sell him. I'll probably do that in the next episode though. For now, I offered Titi a new contract. Whatever he demanded, I just offered him that. I think he deserves it. And now we'll be offering Ter Stegen a similar contract. Let's hope he does accept it. For now, let's get into the second game of the Spanish Super Cup. Although this game is just a formality, it's a good opportunity for us to try out my second team, which is basically this team. And honestly, you wouldn't even think this is a second team because this team is honestly insane. I mean, look at the attack. Gabriel Jesus, Ousmane Dembele and Gerard Deulofeu. The midfield is solid as well, the defense is insane, and I'm really excited to see how this team plays. So let's get right into this one. At the end of it, I guess we will be lifting the Spanish Super Cup. Puts in a cross. Oh, what a chance for Depo early on. Good save there from Silicin. And now it's Luisinho who finds Fede. Oh, that was close. That was really close. Depo have had very good chances early on in this game itself. They could have easily scored a couple of goals. Andon for Deportivo La Coruña down the wings. Plays it inside. Driven pass into Kolak. Kolak with the shot. Silicin with another good save. We haven't really created anything, man, in this first half. Things need to change in the second. Gets past one man. Emre Kolak again, who goes for the shot and he hits the post. Depo have been so unlucky in this first half. They've had 4 good chances and they haven't scored from any of them. Rafinha plays it wide into Deulofeu. Deulofeu goes for the shot. It takes a big deflection. It could have gone in. This looks like another good opportunity for Depo. Andon again. That's a great ball into the box. Fede controls it really well. Goes for the driven shot and wow. Depo are back in this one, although I can't see them overcoming a 3-0 deficit, but they've scored 1 goal. We've got to do better. Here's Gabriel Jesus cutting inside. Deulofeu into Ousmane Dembele and he hits the post. So unlucky there for Ousmane Dembele. That was some great build-up play. And now it's Sergio Roberto again. Gabriel Jesus through into Gerard Deulofeu, who is now through on goal. He should score this. Gerard Deulofeu with an easy finish. He had so much time to score and he isn't going to miss from there. Deulofeu makes it 1-0 in this one. I'm hoping we can get the second goal to actually get a victory against Depo as well. That would be awesome. Cutting inside, still Deulofeu. Finds Denis Suarez, who gets fouled. I guess he doesn't. What is going on here? I should have scored from that opportunity. It was poor finishing from me. Poor decision making as well. And now they might actually score. Here's Adibas. Luckily for us, he's a centre back. Finds Mosquera. Roberto, what's he doing, man? Sergio Roberto. That was so poor from him. That touch he took to give the ball away. That was embarrassing. We have gone from scoring on one end of the field to conceding a late goal once again, and I've conceded so many late goals in the last few episodes of the series. Very disappointing. Alright guys, we've actually won the Spanish Super Cup. I would have loved to have won this game as well, but I guess it wasn't to be. I was really impressed with the attack though. This attack is just rapid and it's got a lot of skill and flair as well, but the midfield and defense are a bit meh. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe we've got to improve the midfield and defense, but overall it's a very good team we've got here. We've got an insane squad. And I'm sure this squad can do bits and business for us this season. And of course we've started out really well. Spanish Super Cup, that is pretty awesome. We're going to be lifting a trophy in the first episode of season 2 as well. Really happy with that. Sergio Roberto for some reason is captaining the side. That is very funny indeed. But that is it guys for the gameplay in this episode. Let's now talk about some transfers and stuff. Well, I guess we'll have to cut short the celebrations as some bad news for you guys. The Barcelona board have just sent me a mail. Ter Stegen refuses to negotiate. He doesn't want to sign a new contract. I don't know what to do. I guess selling him is the only option we've got. So next episode we have to get rid of Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, and I'm really kind of disappointed with that because he's a good goalkeeper and I'm not interested in selling him. But if I'm forced to, I really don't have a choice. We've got an offer here for Rafinha. We had an offer for Yeray Alvarez as well. I of course tried to get rid of Yeray for a good price. I'm doing the same for Rafinha because I want to bring in a better backup midfielder than Rafinha. I've countered with £45 million. If Manchester City agree for 45, I'm going to sell him. Wow, they've agreed. And also Arsenal have agreed 20 million for Yeray Alvarez. That brings us a lot of money to spend in the next episode. A lot of changes are going to be made to this team in this series. So next episode we'll be signing a new centre back. We will be signing a new midfielder, potentially a new goalkeeper. I'm so excited for the second episode itself. If you guys are, drop a like on this video. You guys smash 200 likes, I'll upload an episode of the My Player tomorrow. And of course then I'll upload a career mode episode, I believe on Thursday if I'm not wrong. So a lot of content coming forward for you guys. This team looks insane. Make sure to let me know if you guys have any transfer suggestions. I'm going to be ending the episode right here today. We've done a lot of stuff in this episode. We signed Ousmane Dembele, Gabriel Jesus. We also signed Gerard Deulofeu. We sold a lot of players. We won the Spanish Super Cup. Next episode we get started off with La Liga. Before we end this episode, it is time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode. Your nominees are Coutinho, who got a goal and an assist in the first game, and Deulofeu, who got an assist in the first game and a goal in the second. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote, and I'll of course announce the winners in the next one. 200 likes of course is your goal. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated with the channel and all the channel related stuff. Subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll see you guys very soon with another episode of this series.